Hey everybody, this is Ken and Shell.
What's going on, everybody?
Please hit the like and subscribe button. We really appreciate it. We're a growing channel and we like the engagement. We want to see y'all. Let us know.
Come on, hit us back.
Hit us back. Today we're talking about things we had to unlearn in our marriage.
Yeah.
Just to make it function, help it move along. Some realizations we had to come to. Some things we seriously had to unlearn just to function and grow.
Correct. Because everybody believes you have to do it one way up in marriage. And I'm going to tell you, that is not correct.
That is not correct.
You have to learn each other and understand each other to grow as one flesh in the Word.
And what works for somebody may not
work for you.
And there are examples of that even with our friends, family. Some things that they do don't work for us. Some things that we do don't work for them.
Correct.
So, but there are things that we picked up along the way that we had to unlearn. So.
In our 10 years and married also.
Yes. It's a journey. One thing I had to unlearn is that everything can go smoothly. It can go smooth.
It can.
You can have a healthy marriage. You can. Things do work out sometimes. I was where I was raised. It was my aunts and my uncles. Their relationships were horrendous, with the exception of one. She's been married for like almost 50 years, if not more. And I'm sure they went through a lot. They lost a son and it was very tumultuous, but it brought them actually closer. So, with the exception of her, which I look up to, it was a mess what I saw. So I'm thinking marriage is tumultuous, it's hard, it's, makes life harder, but
it don't have to be like that.
It doesn't have to be like that. And I had to unlearn that.
It can be pleasant, beautiful, loving, understanding, caring, happiness, joy. You can have all those things, and you just got to do it the right way. Communicate.
Yeah.
Be nice to one another. Be understanding to one another. Enjoy each other. You want to be a part of something that's awesome, blessing, because in one covenant, you all are together. So enjoy each other. I don't understand nobody who believes marriage is supposed to be miserable. I'm sorry.
Well, I did.
And she did. I've seen some miserable marriages too. Hell, I was in one before. But thank God, he blessed me to get out and I found my best friend. You don't have to always be in it. But don't mean that you don't please people. You need to do whatever it takes to make it work. But if it don't work, don't become cold and evil and almost miserable. Try to stay understanding and try to, learn again. You learn yourself and must better yourself. But marriage do not always have to be miserable. It can be a blessing, y'all. A loving blessing.
Well, I had to unlearn that, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
What'd you have to unlearn, babe?
What I had to unlearn, y'all, that marriage is not always going to be easy. Marriage is a journey. It is something that you got two different people coming together as one. Learning that life is a brand new journey together. You all are coming together as one. You come from a totally different past than me. So I'm learning each other.
Yeah. One thing about my husband is he's he's an optimist.
Very optimistic.
It's got him quite far. I am the exact opposite. I will look at everything and be like, okay, but what about this? What about that? But you didn't figure that out. But what about that? That's me.
I've had to make her say, hey, stop. Let's try it first.
Right.
If it don't work, we come back and do it again, or we change something but do it together and make it work. Just because it don't work the first time, don't mean it won't work. You might have to change something. You do a little critiquing, do something, but you work together at that. And marriage is not always going to be joyful either. I've seen people that be talking all that stuff, and then you find out they got the worst marriage of all.
I'm like, why are you talking to me? Like, what?
Literally, we've seen it.
What?
We've seen some crazy things, and we've seen that.
Oh yeah, I mean, some of the worst. But it is what it is. Like I just said, what works for them may not work for us. But it's crazy though.
Learn each other. You have to do that, and you got to put God first on that, y'all.
Yeah. Another thing is, you're not always going to be right about everything.
Amen to that. Do you want me to go on this, or
you go? Because you always think you have to be right, so you go.
She is lying. But that's my best friend. Mm-hmm. You're not always going to be right, people. Trust me. You make people hate you, miserable, not be able to tolerate you if you always think you're right. Nobody's perfect but Jesus Christ, who ever walked the earth. So please understand, when you are a broken person,
talk about
you can't tell some other broken person something right all the time and think you right when you're broken just as much as they are. We are two broken people coming together as one covenant out of love under the Lord, and we're trying to do the best we can. You gotta understand, two wrongs don't make it right. So you're not right all the time. She's not right, I'm not right. But I'm gonna give her a lot of credit. We together compromise and come to an understanding together.
And being open enough to be wrong is half the battle. Like, if I'm telling him something I know I'm right about, I have to, right? I have to be open enough to, I could be wrong.
And it's been situations that we both have had that situation.
Could be wrong. You can't approach it like I'm right. There's nothing else you got to say. Don't talk to me. No. You have to be
ignorant person.
Open enough to be wrong. And I promise you, that's half the battle. Just being open enough to be wrong.
Don't be ignorant and always believing that you right, and if somebody don't agree with you, they're wrong and you don't need to listen to them. That is ignorant.
Yeah,
and I'm going to say it again. That is ignorant. Understand, you are not correct all the time. You didn't create the world. You didn't create a man. You didn't create a woman. God created everything in his image, that the way he liked. So I'm saying that to say this here. You're not perfect. Don't act like you're perfect, but work together as a team and come together as one. One.
And be open enough to be wrong. Be open enough to be wrong. Another thing that I had to unlearn is that there is not one way to be raised. Weird enough to say, I know it's weird, but just because someone doesn't go to church, or someone doesn't do this, or your family didn't get together, or however the case would be, that doesn't make it wrong, and it doesn't make it that it can't function. I had to unlearn that. Like, just because their family did it a certain way, and I had to learn through his family, just to be transparent, that some of the stuff we was doing was jacked up and wrong. Like, my family, we don't communicate. We don't. But we have issues. They swept it under the rug. Here lately, it all combusted. But that's a different story, different time. But I had to learn that through his family, that, hey, you have to talk this stuff out. You have to. It will implode if you don't. I saw that when it was too late. So, I had to unlearn that. I had to learn, hey, because at first I thought his family was...
She thought we were crazy.
Like, why are you arguing so much? Just like, what, But, it's good to get some of that stuff out. So I had to unlearn that. Our family, the one we built, we lay it on the table. Whatever's going on, if we feel something's even with our boys, we lays it out. We have to talk about this. What are you feeling? What's going on? Why? What's going on?
What's going on? What's going on?
What's going on? Because we don't need anything, a build up. We don't need all that. And I had to unlearn that. My family was very tight-lipped with however they were feeling. However they were feeling. And it implodes. It does.
And I got to piggyback over that. That does not work. It explodes because one day, all of that sweeping stuff under the rug, it's going to explode. And you're going to be thinking y'all arguing over something this small. And y'all are arguing over our totality of things. And now you looking crazy. This person look crazy. One thing I love, my papa taught us, communication.
Yes.
Him and my nanny was together 59 years. Her papa too. 59 long years. And it was love. He told us, communicate. They had to go through way more than we had to go through at that time. Our story is a lot different now. You know, we going through a lot of stuff now, you know, with all this other new stuff in the world, but it was different. Yeah. But they got it through together. Communication.
And it's not like he's just saying it to say that, like he really said that. Like they consulted each other when it came to big decisions. And that is a problem with some marriages nowadays that I do see, that when it comes to big decisions, life planning, there's people that just go at it alone.
You can't do that. If you are one couple, one flesh, you got to communicate. Nobody should be go behind nobody back. You talk to each other. Elaborate. One thing I love about my wife now, she gonna talk to me and I'm gonna talk to her. And we try to work together. Our boys, they know you can't go behind each other back because it's gonna come back to, if they talk to me, I'm gonna talk to her. And if same thing for her, she gonna come back and talk to me because it works that way.
And they know it. We done did it enough to where they know they can't just pin us against each other.
They're just like,
I know you're gonna go tell Pop.
Yeah. I laugh at it. I laugh at it.
You're right. Yeah. I am gonna go tell him. I am.
And I go tell her. It's teamwork.
Yeah.
We are a unit. She said that the last time. We are a unit. And you gotta work together as one under one team plan. I talk about team so much because you're a team in a long life journey together. I want the best player on my team. Yeah. And I want to know that we got the same plan. That's the only way it can work.
Playing the same game.
You got to play the same plan. But if you change it up, we call a timeout and we work it out.
Right.
That's love, that's life, y'all. And if you want to excel and to be together 59, 69, 80 years, talk. Because I saw it a long time. She saw it too. It's a beautiful thing because that is something that I want to do and even above and beyond.
And even when you don't feel like communicating,
still do
it. Because like I'm an introvert, so that I can go into myself so easy you wouldn't even know I was there. But I had to learn, another thing I had to learn, I had to get out of that. I had to stop going into myself so much to where it doesn't build up and I'm lashing out or I got this problem. No, I have to let certain things, not everything, of course, within reason. But I had to learn that I can't let things build up. And I have to communicate with my partner. I have to, especially with big decisions or big problems that I'm letting fester. Because as an introvert, I will go into myself. It is quite easy.
I'm both. So I can go into myself, but I've learned over the years, I'm a lot older than what I look, y'all. That don't work. You got to understand, that destroys relationships, friendships, marriages, any relationship, any kind of ship you can name, it destroys it because you gotta speak to each other. You gotta communicate, understand, talk with love and fairness. You be fair too now, because if you're not fair, it ain't gonna be, it won't work either. So talk together, be kind, and be understanding on that, y'all.
You're not alone with your problems.
You're not alone.
The thing I had to unlearn. I'm not alone.
I got my best friend, y'all.
I don't have to figure this out by myself. I don't. What's the point of being with someone if you have to figure it out by yourself?
Be alone then. That's when you be alone then. If you want to do it like that, be alone. If you want to figure out alone, be alone.
Yeah.
But if you want to say you want to be married, work out together.
Yeah.
Work it out together.
Yeah. You don't have to figure it out by yourself. But being an introvert, I actually enjoy my space as well. But, we don't have to spend every waking moment with each other. I had to unlearn that space doesn't mean they're going to leave or whatever, because I haven't been to many issues as well, but story different time. But, you can enjoy each other, but give each other space.
I always tell my wife, you don't never have to worry about me leaving you. She's told me, and I've told her off top, divorce was off the top. There was never going to be a divorce if I'm going to marry you. So we spoke about that soon after I proposed to her. And we said, that is off the block. That is not going to be even talked about. But you need your quality time.
Yeah.
Quality time don't mean abandonment. But trust me, I understand, because I had to understand her. She thought if somebody was away too long, they don't want to be around. And I said, girl, I adore being around you. It's not that. She real close with her sister, one of them, real close. Go hang with them and everything. I said, go do it. I hang with my partner. Hell, I hang by myself a lot. That's me really. I go to a horse track. I hang out. I watch a football game. Now, we watch some football together, but I'll watch a game by myself.
You'll go play dominoes with
I'll go play some dominoes, whatever you can think of. But sometimes I do include her, and she's including me. We include each other, but I always tell her, now it's something else. We will never leave angry with each other. Now that's off the table too. No.
If we're mad,
you stand in that house together.
I won't go with her.
Now, we don't talk for an hour or so. But then we cool down and we come back together. Am I right or wrong? Right. And we understand each other.
Yeah. If we're into it or if we're having a discussion, I'll just call and cancel whatever I'm doing if I can.
She's done that too.
Yes, I have. But, I don't want to leave with that insecurity. We both have a lot going on with that. Correct. And I know that about him. And he knows that about me. Correct. So we keep an open book with that. Just, for consideration. He knows I've been through a lot.
She's been through a lot.
He knows,
and I don't want to ever have her to worry about me.
Right.
I told her I don't use the word friend easily, and damn sure not best friend. I'm a Christian man, but I said damn sure. I don't use that word, because me, if I call you my friend, I'm with you to the end. And I'm with her to the end. I told her I would never abandon her. She's been through some abandonment things. I had to raise myself, I think, ever since I was like 16 years old. My papa told her the story. I was by myself at the age of 16 for almost 4 months, almost 5 months, going to high school by myself. Sometimes the lights were off. Sometimes the other stuff was off, like phones, and I was there. I still had to get myself up to go to school, 6 o'clock in the morning, to catch a school bus, go do football practice and all that. But this one I was 16. It's a long time ago. I've been through a lot. She's been through a lot.
And those are things that you carry with you through your life.
Yeah.
And when you're not healed or you don't understand all those things, that's just a whole nother thing that you can bring into your marriage.
Correct.
That makes it worse.
Correct.
We have healed from those things.
Yes.
But we're human too. Certain things trigger. Some things come up. Certain things, But because I know he has that, I'm not going to do anything. And I keep my hands clean to let him see my hands so that he knows, like, I don't flare up that insecurity. I try not to. I can't. Sometimes it's not possible. But
that's true.
I understand that about him, and he understands that about me.
Plus, anybody who has that issue, go get counseling.
Yeah.
Go get some help because you need it. Because you're not going to be always having somebody up under you all the time. And you cannot always be wondering if this person's going to leave.
Right.
That's not a life to live. That's not that ain't no marriage.
That's rough.
If, how can I say this? If my wife was to ask me, can I go and hang out with so-and-so? Go. But sometimes she'll ask me, hey, sweetie, how about us go out there like together and we do it? Let's go. It's not that I want to be apart from my wife. She needs her time. I need my time. Our kids will leave us like this.
No.
They are young adults now. And I mean literally, our oldest is 24.
24.
Yeah, trust me. That's why I say I'm a lot older and my wife is too. We've been together a lot. We've seen a lot. But abandonment does not have to destroy your marriage. Going to hang out sometimes, and I don't mean just, you got to be going to no clubs and no people. When I mean we say hang out, you can read a book by yourself. You can go to a park. You can go walk. You can go to the gym. You can go to the horse trail, like I said. Go play dominoes. Go. You can do whatever. Just, it doesn't mean that they're leaving you. It's just y'all are going away for a little bit, but coming together. But don't be apart too long.
Yeah.
Don't be apart too long.
It's within reason. Within reason.
Within reason. I like that.
That's what that is. Everything's a balance.
That's the word.
Jesus taught balance.
And if Jesus taught it, you know it was right. Balance.
But okay, YouTube. It's been cool kicking it with y'all.
We enjoyed it.
If y'all have any questions, engage us. Look, put it down in the comments. I mean, we're talking to ourselves. If
Talk back to us.
Holler at us.
Trust me, I love to talk to y'all. Come on, talk back to us.
Yeah, we appreciate the engagement, the feedback. We're here for y'all. We love you, YouTube.
Peace out.
Peace out.